happy Thursday and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Smell the Coffee with Diana Master and Aina Raizakoya. We're so excited because it is a quarter to the weekend.
Oh yeah, it is quarter to the weekend.
Exactly.
The weekend is tomorrow.
The weekend is upon us.
Funny how days fly. Like it's
Literally.
Monday 1 minute, the next minute is Sunday.
You know,
the next minute it's December. The next minute is 2024.
You know what's funny is, it feels like a few days ago, we're like, oh, getting into 2023. And now we are a few months away from 2024. Like,
yeah,
that is terrifying. My birthday is literally like now.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine.
After the whole
think
year.
I still have so much time, but 28 September is...
Just now, yeah.
Guys, that is terrifying. But you know what else is terrifying? Is the fact that two mummified alien bodies were basically being shown on display. Mummified, apparently. So basically, two alleged non-human alien corpses have been shown to Mexican politicians. The mummified specimens were displayed in glass cases as part of an official unveiling at Mexico's Congress in a hearing which has stirred excitement among UFO enthusiasts. Politicians were told they were found in the city of Cusco, Peru, and were estimated to be 1,000 years old. The Mexican city event was spearheaded by journalist and UFO researcher Jamie Masson, who testified under oath that almost a third of their DNA is unknown and the specimens were not part of our terrestrial evolution, Mexican media reported.
Okay, I saw that on social media, but I didn't go into the depth of it. Okay.
And apparently they have, like the fact that this guy said, no, these are not human bodies, because they have elongated heads and they have 3 fingers. And you know, in Zim in 1994 at a playground, kids said they saw a UFO, like a UFO landed and the aliens came out and spoke to them. Over 100 kids said so, right? So basically...
So it could not be false.
It could not be false because these kids were all taken in different rooms and asked to draw what they saw, and they all drew the same thing. And they were saying that the aliens communicated with them telepathically. So it's not like they had a conversation like you and I right now. They communicated telepathically and told the children that the climate was dying because of technology. And 1994, climate change wasn't exactly a conversation we were having.
Yeah.
And to this day, those kids, of course, they grew up now, they still maintain their story that they saw aliens and the aliens came out of the UFO and communicated with them.
Hectic chats. This is giving me chills.
Like, it's giving end times. Yeah, man. So, long story short, if you don't believe in UFOs, whether you do or not, I don't know what to think.
I didn't, but now I don't know what to think. That's why I'm just like, okay.
I honestly
speechless.
believed.
I don't know whether... Firstly, I don't believe. I didn't have a stance. I was just like, yeah,
right.
This is hearsay.
Honestly speaking, I believed in aliens, but not in the way normal people believe in aliens. I believe in aliens in the fact that the way we're living, you cannot tell me that there's not someone, like we're just a reality show for aliens. They're like, look at these stupid humans, look at what that one is about to do. I honestly feel like that's how aliens view us. Even when they came in 1994, they were probably like, you know what, nah, they wanted probably to be part of Earth and saw that, it's dying. They're like, yeah, they're gonna ruin it anyway, we can go. We have no use being here.
Yeah. Man, it is what it is, not what it was. I guess we can say that.
Yes. But stick around, we will get into some more interesting stories. Of course, they're not going to get more bizarre than this, but we are going to bring you some more interesting stories right after the break.
Hello and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show.
I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraifa. In replay, Namibia, who had won the toss for the first time on this tour.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news, both on the WTA for women's and
Getting right into the news, Kanye West sued for $1 million by an ex-employee who claims he was forced to work in dangerous conditions and sleep on the floor for months. Kanye West is being sued by a former employee who claims he was forced to work in dangerous conditions and sleep on the floor of a property the rapper was renovating. Tony Saxon claims he is owed $1 million in unpaid wages and loss of earnings after working as a project manager, full-time security and live-in caretaker at the house in Malibu. According to the lawsuit filed in the Los Angeles Superior Court, West, who has legally changed his name to Ye, illegally fired Saxon after he refused to comply with the rapper's dangerous demands. The lawsuit alleges that Saxon was hired by Ye in September 2021 as a project manager who would also serve as a full-time security at the multi-million-dollar beachfront property. Alongside these roles, his duties would include overseeing construction-related tasks, including cleaning, demolition, hiring contractors, and coordinating workers. Ye had reportedly bought the home for more than $55 million and then proceeded to have it stripped out to begin an extensive remodel. As a result of the property being gutted, according to the lawsuit, Saxon spent the entirety of his employment sleeping in makeshift conditions, finding empty spaces on the ground, and using his coat as a makeshift bedding.
Why is a project manager serving as a security guard
It's
and
sus.
as a cleaner and as a chef and whatever else he was required
It's
to do?
sus.
It's just so weird. Also, you as a project manager with all your qualifications and all your years of experience, why do you agree to these things? And also, after now that you disagreed and you are fired, why are you suing the person?
Yeah, because clearly...
Clearly you didn't want,
Yeah,
and you said
you didn't
no.
mind. You
Now,
didn't
so
mind.
now what's the problem?
Because you see, that's why people are saying he's only suing because he was fired. Why didn't he sue while he was still employed? Because he
Yes.
could have literally been like, listen, these are undesirable working conditions. These are unsafe working and living
yeah.
conditions. I feel unsafe. He could have quit.
Yes.
But the problem is, he probably was like, nah, if I'm going to be making $20,000 a week, I might as well stick it out. But then he's saying that he only got paid $20,000 once, and that was it. Like, he never received the rest of his wages as they had agreed.
Okay, I guess you can sue, but yeah, apply your mind
It's
sometimes.
It's baseless. It's baseless. Because if you feel like, okay, I understand sometimes you sign an NDA. But even if you sign an NDA, that means you can't sue after, right? I don't know. I'm not a student of the law. I don't know law like that. But I would assume that you're not supposed to reveal the terms of your contract if you sign an NDA. You're not supposed to disclose certain information. So if he didn't sign an NDA, he really could have flagged immediately, like, listen, I am not happy working here, I feel unsafe. He could have quit.
But also, when you sign the NDA, you do agree to these terms and conditions. So what are you suing for?
What are you suing for?
If you had initially agreed.
Exactly.
So I don't know. Nonetheless, we move over to Chris Brown, who claims he has an astonishing number of songs that hasn't been released yet, that haven't seen the light of day yet. On episode 1, the new episode rather, of the Club Shay podcast, host Shannon Sharp asked Breezy for his top 3 songs he has ever done. Man, this was his response. Man, it's so hard with me because, just to be honest with you, I have over 15,000 unreleased songs, right? He said, shocking the host with the revelation. In my phone alone, in certain apps I want to say, maybe 1,800. He continued, it was a point where I used to stay in the studio, like when I was doing a lot of music for my earlier albums. I had to learn. But I want to say, around the Fame album and certain stuff like that, I was kind of like in my zone. I knew what I wanted. This isn't the first time Brown has made a claim about a huge number of songs in the vault. The R&B singer told Hot 97 in 2017 that he had 800 unreleased tracks on his phone alone. Right now, it's been better because I built a studio in my house, so I don't have to leave. But for me, on my phone right now, I have 800 songs that nobody has heard. I'm not bragging, but my work ethic only allows me to stay creative, he said at the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I mean, it's good to have a great work ethic.
It is.
And kudos to him. I mean, those are a lot of songs, and I'm sure there are some of them that could make possible good hits currently. There are some of them where he could really earn a fortune off of them. But yeah, we cannot wait to see or hear more music from you. I know you are cancelled right now and everyone doesn't like you. You are like, yeah.
But let's take a quick ad break. We'll be right back.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master.
Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My.NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
Now bringing you one more bizarre, or I don't know, I wouldn't say bizarre, but it's quite a funny story.
Okay.
Durex is giving males in the UK £100 to test their new condoms. Research revealed that 2/3 of UK singletons rarely use condoms, if at all, with a fifth of men claiming the reason they don't is because they reduce sensation. In response, Durex have launched Durex Nude, their thinnest condom to date. The brand is so confident that this new condom won't reduce sexual pleasure that they're hiring 50 Brits to test and review, each earning £100. All they have to do is sign up via the Durex Instagram account from today, and they can see whether the condoms deliver on their promise. Those selected will receive a package containing Durex Nude condoms, Durex Lube, and a measurement guide alongside a QR code where they can leave their review of the range.
Okay.
Yeah, ne?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, use the condoms, review them.
Review them, and you even get paid for it.
Yeah, what's wrong? Go for it.
Go for it.
Do your
But
thing.
also, guys, please,
What
protection is important.
is key?
It's key. I always say
Of
it's
paramount importance.
It's of paramount importance. It's sad that we live in a time and a generation where we fear pregnancy more than we fear diseases, STDs, HIV, all of that.
Not who's we?
This generation.
Clearly, the people in the UK, wherever they are not using condoms, as per that story, are not afraid.
They're not afraid.
Clearly.
They're not afraid.
Maybe this part of we in Africa, maybe.
Like,
But
please, colleagues, lovers, friends,
colleagues.
please let's use protection because
Yeah, please.
I was in a cab and someone said to me, my sister, what do you think? I'm like,
What do I
is
think
it?
about?
What do I think about what? It's like, no, so like if a girl gives blood, that means she's clean, right?
No.
I'm like, no,
Okay,
no.
yes, but like,
it means she's clean from HIV or AIDS, but those blood tests don't reveal other STIs.
But what is the context? Because today, if I go give my blood, I don't get my results of what could possibly be wrong in my blood today.
No, because I don't think they're testing, because the thing is, you're just donating blood, right?
Which now brings back to the point of the guy. He's saying that if somebody donates blood, then it means they are clean.
No, but
Your
apparently,
results,
if you give blood, right?
Occasionally.
They tell you, I don't think they test you. I don't know, I've never given blood.
They
I'm
take
terrified
your
of needles.
blood. I've been there. They take your blood and then they will respond if something is wrong with your blood at a later stage.
Oh,
they don't tell you then
they
and
don't tell
there.
you. But I know if you're anemic,
Yeah.
they kind of tell you. I think they tell you right then and then. Because my little sister went the one time. She wanted to give blood, and they told her she couldn't because she was a bit on the anemic side, so she couldn't give blood. So I thought that it was the same.
No, they don't test you for everything. They just take your blood and then they go test it. Then in their labs, they decide, okay, we can use this blood. This
Yeah,
can
but they're
be
testing for like
donated.
HIV and AIDS, right? Because other STDs and STIs don't show up in blood work. So, and the problem is some of these STDs and STIs live in your bloodstream. Like the symptoms can be gone physically, but it's still in your blood. I think it's, is it HPV, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, I think that stays in your blood. So even if you take your tablets and everything, the disease or the virus still remains in your blood. Moral of the story, be careful.
Don't play yourself.
Don't play yourself. Have one faithful partner, please. I know we used to learn about this in primary school, but really and truly, now more than ever, y'all need to be safe. But that brings us to the end of our top stories. Now, after the break, Precious speaks to an artist, and we discusses art, and the artist is Simba. Stick around.
E-ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhh.com.na.
Good day, viewers, and welcome back to yet another edition of We Talk Namibia. I am Freshest, your host and presenter for this show. Today, we are seated next to Simba, who is going to share a little bit more about his artistic journey. Simba, how are you doing?
Yes, I'm good, my sister.
Okay, so can you just tell us a little bit about your whole art journey?
Yeah, my name is Simba. I'm artist. This is my work. Yeah, I draw just here for my house. I draw the portrait. I make it the painting, the nice painting. Yeah, sometime after I have the small customer, she's coming for check. Yeah.
Okay, so when did you start painting?
10 years. 10 years already. 10 years. I make it the portrait, not the portrait. The first time is just the cartoons. I draw from home, the cartoons. Yeah.
And then after you made a painting, where do you sell it?
Yeah, sometime I'm go town. I have the place from town, Plain Windhoek. Yeah, sometime.
And approximately how much money do you make in a month, or per painting, let's say rather?
For the price for the portrait?
Yes.
The price is different. It's different for the size. I have for 500, I have for 300, 1,000. 2000, just like that.
Now, what do you use as inspiration for your different portraits? Because I see over there we have animals, over here we have portraits, and then we have our founding fathers as well, our presidents as well. What gives you that motivation?
Oh, the motivation is just the God. The God. One day, myself, today I will draw the cartoons. After, just like that is the God.
Yeah. So you just get your inspiration. You wake up one day, and then he will instruct you, or almost give you like a message on what you need to paint today, or what portrait you should make.
Just the portrait I draw. I paint the world from the bar, the casino. Yeah.
Okay, so you venture into different types of paintings.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means your market base is very, very wide. So your customers don't just come in to buy this.
This portrait, no.
Yeah.
I have other one customer. She's called me for the draw for the world, for the casino, the clinic, hospital, the school, kindergarten. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever indulged in giving art lessons, teaching other people how to paint?
Oh, yeah, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah.
So it's not something that you've started yet, but you are looking into doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's about it. That concludes our interview for today. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and stick around as we show you so much more of the work that Nsimba has done.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
All right, so it seems we had a lot to talk about today. What would you say was the most bizarre of today?
I think the story in our introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the aliens.
About the aliens. There's a lot going on in the world.
You know what's funny is this is not the first time people have claimed to find mummified alien bodies, right? There have been so many articles and reports about mummified alien bodies, only for people to later on claim that actually these were not mummified bodies. Some of them were mummified children. Some of them were mummified like human beings, like just regular human beings. So their bodies were mummified to the point of some bones broke off and things broke off. So people are like, oh, it's an alien. But actually, they were human beings. So this is, if it's true,
actually,
the very first time.
Where do we draw the line?
Where do we draw the line? That's an interesting topic. Where do we draw the line? Because the thing is,
how do you differentiate? How can you tell that this is an alien and this is a human?
Well, in the case of like the people in Mexico right now, they were saying they tested the DNA because they said they have a third of the DNA and it's definitely not human DNA. And then with the other ones, obviously probably it's from first glance like, oh, that's an alien because it has 3 fingers. But then upon further and extensive research, they realized, no, this is just a mummified body.
Do you know that there are human beings with 3 fingers?
Yes.
Just for interest's sake?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, even some human beings that, like the toes, they fuse together and it becomes like just one club. So, yeah, but then again, obviously, because it's not a common occurrence, when you find a corpse in that state, you'd probably think, oh, it's an alien.
Yeah.
And then upon extensive research and further research, they realize, no, there's human DNA, this is a human being. But there have been many occurrences and many instances that we can't explain.
Yeah.
For example, the Northern Lights. No one can explain the phenomenon of the Northern Lights. I believe aliens are real.
Yeah. All right, you let us know what you believe. Are you with Diana? Are aliens real? Or are you with me, lukewarm? You don't know what to believe. On that note, it's all our love, all our light, and
Adios.
adios.